Everyone on this plane, remember, I will be the first U.S. female president.
Get on the ground.
Why? Nobody told me husband!
On June 28, 2022, airport officers got a distress call. There was a passenger causing chaos on the plane. But this wasn't just any disturbance. Things had spiraled so far out of control that the crew made a shocking decision. They were
Yo, what is it with people in airports? What is it that makes people in airports? I travel a lot. And I've seen it. I've seen it. What makes people carrying out in an airport, man? What is it about the airport?
They were turning the plane around. As the aircraft made its way back to the terminal, officers on the ground prepared for its arrival. What they didn't know was that they weren't just dealing with an unruly passenger. They were about to come face to face with a nightmare in human form.
All the way in the back.
She looked like a nightmare.
Control 19.
Like a bad freaking dream.
They're trying to allow her to come off willingly. If she will not, she's refusing to come off, we'll go deal with her. Okay, do you guys mind deboarding the entire plane so that we do not have to deal with her?
Bro, if they ask you to leave a place, that's not yours. That's not her plane. They ask you to leave a store. If they ask you to leave a house, that's not yours. Why can't you just leave? What is it with people, bro? Humans or animals? I don't know. We're animals. I think we're the animals.
Her with an entire plane of people.
Can we ask if she would come off nicely with you first?
Yeah.
If she doesn't, then we'll do it.
Yeah. 29 Delta. Excuse me.
Hello.
Hi.
What's your name?
My name's Officer Smith. I'm with Nashville Airport Police. They're saying that
Her
they
name
want
is
you
on
off of
her
their
notebook.
aircraft.
Why is that?
I don't know. They just said that you were refusing to get off their aircraft after they asked you to get off.
Right, they didn't give me a reason why I needed to get off. They told me that they were going to talk to me outside, as if they didn't want me to, they didn't inform me why they were going to, hold on, let me catch my breath. I'm like, I don't understand why there's so many people like on top of me.
Okay.
Like, this is
Have
not
you had
okay.
anything to drink today?
No, I keep looking for water. They didn't give me water. They
Oh,
told me that the
one of
food was
those.
delayed. They just-
One of those. Immediately starts crying. Immediately goes to the tears. Immediately. No matter what happens, that's her default. Is the tears.
Water.
Okay. Have you had any alcohol today?
No, I'm
Okay.
on a sabbatical.
Okay. Okay, so do you
Sabbatical,
mind
what the
stepping
fuck
off
is
the
that?
aircraft and they
Your
can
name
talk? My name is Officer Smith,
I'm
yes.
Is that
sorry.
a religion?
You see, I think it's important that people call you by your first name.
You can call me by my first name, that's fine.
Officer. My first
Do you
name is
mind
Officer.
stepping off the aircraft? We can figure out what's
Then
going
you
on.
let me know. I'm going home, so I need to know why
Not
I'm getting
anymore.
off the plane.
At first glance, the woman seemed harmless. Nothing like the chaos the crew had reported. But then, her behavior shifted. One moment, she looked sad. Next, she was furious. Then, out of nowhere, she smiled. It was as if she was cycling through every emotion,
Yeah,
leaving the
going through the
officers to
cycles.
wonder, had she been drinking? But when she
pulling that
explained why she
switch.
couldn't and wasn't allowed to drink, it didn't matter. The officer wasn't interested in excuses. The airline had made its decision. She was getting off the plane. Yet, as the minutes passed, it became clear this woman had no plans to make things easy.
Guys, listen. In an airport, if you've never flown before, I'm sure everybody has flown. If that captain says, I don't want this person on the plane, there is nothing in this world, nothing, aside from probably God, if he comes down and he vouches for you, you're like, nah, man, let her on. She's good. Nothing aside from that is going to make that plane take off. If that captain, I think anybody, I think any of the crew of the plane, if they're like, nah, we need to get this person out. If there's 0.0000001% chance or feeling that they have that you're gonna be a problem in 10,000 feet in the air, and they want you out, you're getting out. It doesn't matter what you do, you're getting out because that plane is not going to hit that runway and take off. I promise you. So you might as well just get out and catch another flight or whatever. You're going to have to take the L.
She wasn't just causing trouble. She was here to waste everybody's time, passengers included. And this was only the beginning of what would turn into a long, exhausting day.
So they're a private company. They're allowed to refuse you service on their aircraft.
Yeah.
So,
Anytime a private company, like a business,
yes, they're a business. So they're allowed to refuse you service.
like
So
capitalism,
because
Oh my God.
okay. So if you do not get off the plane, we are going to deboard the entire plane, and we will pull you off of the plane.
you're gonna pull the.
You're going to have a lot of people pissed off
and
at
I
you.
have to breathe.
Yeah, a guy in the corner, he like, she
Stay
say
calm.
one more
So-
word, I'm swinging.
Stay calm.
I don't know what's going
I'm going to swing on her. Yo. I'm going to swing. I'm going to change the color of them eyes, boy. Ooh, right around the mouth. I'm swinging.
on. Like I said, they
I'm
didn't
just
tell me
Equality.
what the problem
Go
is.
home.
So if you will get up and just walk off, then we can deal with it.
Okay, what is the reason why I'm getting off the plane?
They're a private
Oh my
company
God,
and they're
bro.
allowed to deny you service on their airline.
Okay, can I get the reason why they are denying you service?
They don't have to have a reason.
So they can just throw me off.
Yeah,
Yeah, pretty much.
Are you
they can.
serious?
Yep.
They
They're a
can,
private
unfortunately.
company.
Yeah, that's how it
They're a
works.
private company.
Any private company can do that?
Imagine somebody coming in your house, right? Somebody just shows up to your house and goes inside, and you want them out of your house. Do you think you should be able to throw them out and be like, hey, man, get out of my house. I don't want you here. I don't know you. Or I just don't want you here. Even if you invited them in and now you don't want them anymore. Should you be able to throw them out? It's your house, right? Your house. That's their company. Even though you paid, they can throw you out. Yeah, you paid. Now, as far as like a refund or whatever, you deal with that later. But that's their plane. You paid to be on their plane, right? Now they'll have to give you a refund, and again, you could do that later. You know, you could deal with that later. It'll be probably a headache, but still. Plus, you're putting all the other passengers at risk. Yes, you are.
Yep.
Can you
So
breathe? I'm getting like, can I have some water?
No.
I
No,
thought
you
guys
can't have
were gonna
water.
Bring me some water.
No water for you.
no,
Water not.
Okay,
So
I'll
either-
wait here for the water. I'll just keep coloring.
ma'am, you need to stand up and get off the plane.
Keep coloring.
Or every single person's going to get off of this plane.
You
And
want?
we will deal with you.
It was obvious she was here to waste everyone's time. The officer
That
made it
cop ain't
clear.
playing.
The company wanted her out, no debate. She could leave willingly or face serious consequences. Whether she didn't understand or just refused to accept it, no one knew. But her next move made everything crystal clear.
You're gonna deal with me if I don't get off the plane.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're gonna deal with me? What does that mean? Like you're gonna me? You're gonna like deport me? Like my family is from Portugal? Like that's not okay.
I have no reason
I'm a
to.
U.S.
Shut-
citizen. And
shut
I'm
up.
white, or maybe I'm black. I don't know. But this is just a tattoo. See, I am human too.
Okay.
What is she on?
drop.
That dude.
It was almost like she was daring the officer to do her worst. None of the threats seemed to get through.
This dude
Even
is
worse,
ready to
she seemed to
snap.
use the moment to show off her rapping and rhyming skills,
Uh-oh, she
dropping
freestyling?
lines as if she were on stage. As funny as it may have sounded, it didn't change the fact that the real chaos was about to erupt.
Board the plane, please.
Hey, you pissing everybody off. That's the last thing you want. Last thing you want is that whole plane pissed off.
Walk off. I'm not doing this with a plane full of people.
Again, I'm your captain here. Obviously, you can tell we have a messenger.
I'm not doing this with a plane full of
Very
people.
quiet manner. Keep all the way off. Go in the back. But the only option we have coming before us, if we can't get the lady to help us move on, is for the whole plane.
Yo, she gonna get jumped out there. If all those people got a deplane, bro. If all those people got a deplane, she finna get jumped, yo. They gonna turn this into like after school things, yo. They gonna, they're gonna give her a knuckle sandwich, whatever you want to call it. She's gonna get jumped, bro. She's gonna create like a whole bunch of other Karens that are gonna be against her now. People don't like to be when they got a flight, bro. They want to make their flight. There's a lot of people with many reasons why they got a flight. They got a sick family member somewhere, or they have to work or whatever. Like, you know, that was usually my case. I always had to get to work or to some deployment. But you got to get to your destination, man. And people ain't playing with that.
This is my 4-3 scheduled flight. Please don't do this. Get out. I'm supposed to go home on Sunday.
Take care of this respectfully.
The water? You're telling me not to have water.
Hotel 5 still shows door unlocked. May I re-secure it, or do you still need it open?
I don't understand. I don't understand.
Control interference.
There's no reason. Nobody told me we're getting off.
Hey, starting from the front, start walking off the aircraft.
I don't understand people, man.
19, you just want to have her sit back down.
This must have been back when COVID was, or no, actually, I seen some people still wearing masks for whatever reason.
Okay, we need to get everybody off. We're going to get the seatbelts on the top down. Everybody, please deplane in an orderly fashion. Okay, please, let me get your overhead bins.
Oh.
You gotta get off.
Yeah.
Our bags.
She ran up on
Seeing
the
she wouldn't
officer.
budge,
Yo, she ran up. What's up? Why she run up like that?
the officer made a tough call to avoid an even bigger mess. She deboarded the entire plane. It was a drastic move, but nothing compared to the chaos she knew was coming if she didn't. Passengers were furious, each with their own reasons for outrage. But then,
I don't
in
blame
what
'em.
seemed like a moment of relief, the woman finally decided to leave. Or so they thought. At the very last second, she made a split decision that ruined everything.
Uh-oh. Oh, she putting her hair up,
Just go off and we'll talk, okay?
and not for the right reasons. Uh-oh.
What's your name? Just step off and we'll just talk about it, okay?
Why are we stepping off?
Oh
They
my
don't want you on
God.
this aircraft.
They don't want me on this aircraft.
Yeah.
Why?
Let's just
Oh,
talk
here we go
Oh,
again
because
with
I want it, because
the
I'm
with the
black.
waterworks.
Talk about it.
I am human too.
Let's just go talk about it.
Waterworks.
Let's just
I
talk about
need
it.
Guys, why do people default to crying? That shit is so annoying. I mean, I guess it's better than defaulting to anger, but she's going through all of them. So, I don't know.
Barack Obama.
Come on.
Tony Robbins.
Hey,
Barack
I'm being
Obama.
polite with you.
Flight,
Stop.
this flight is important.
Tony Robbins.
Everyone on this plane, remember, I will be the first U.S. female president in the United States of the Kazakhstan. Ian, remember this.
All right, let's just go talk about it there.
I'm sorry. Can you call somebody? Can I make a phone call?
Yeah, we can get my supervisor down here and all that.
I need to talk to I need to talk to my husband, please.
You're all right.
You got a
Go and
husband?
talk to him, okay? Come on.
Control,
Come on.
I'm scared.
You're all right.
Can I have some water?
I'm here with you, okay?
Control, I am 10-4. Pressed it on accident.
Breathe.
Come on. Here, let's go outside. We'll get you
Set
some
your
water.
intention. That's the key.
Let's get you
I hope she doesn't
outside
have
and
kids
we'll
with
get you
her.
water.
Can you help me? She's great, honey.
I'll help you.
I want to get home to Australia, but he's
I'll
fine.
help you, okay?
I love
Listen.
Australia. Okay,
Listen, I'll help you.
I can't wait to go back. I want to go back this year.
All right, let's go.
The woman's
Yeah, she's-
erratic
she's on some
behavior and
crazy
bold
shit.
words made it seem like she was under the influence of something, but without proof, no one could say for sure. A new officer, taken over from the first, tried a different approach, staying calm, patient, and overly nice. It barely worked. In the end, it took another passenger to finally convince her to leave the plane. But what she didn't know was that the kindness had been a trap, a way to get her off peacefully. And now, without realizing it, she'd walked straight into big trouble, arrest. But getting to that point wouldn't be easy. The officer was about to face
Yo.
yet another round of chaos.
Okay, do you want her 10-15 or what's going on?
Uh-oh. She look like she's pulling something out, man. I have officer in front of her and behind her.
Here, come over here. Let's have a conversation.
What is she doing? What the fuck is
Here,
she
we'll get you
doing?
water.
Can I have water?
Yeah. They're gonna get you a water. So just come sit down and we'll talk.
I think it's easier when we're walking. Can we walk and talk?
No, let's have a sit. Let's have a seat.
Okay, can I talk?
What is she doing?
Stop.
Why am I stopping?
Put your hands behind your back.
Why are you arresting me?
Right here. No! You're gonna get tased. Get on the ground.
Is she naked? Yo, yeah, she needed to get off that plane. She needed to get off that plane. She needed to get off that plane, bro. You imagine if she lost it like this, 10,000 feet in the air, bro.
Get the other car.
Yeah. She needed to go to jail. She's on that. She's on that stuff, man.
We're at 10-4, we are 10-15. Lock your cuffs out and go do it.
10-4, 10-15 means we're okay. We have a 10-15 is the actual suspect or the inmate or whatever. Is the person. The 10-15. The detainee or whatever you want to call it.
What did I do?
You just threw yourself on the ground.
Oh my God.
You did
Yo,
not sit
she's
down.
got...
You undid your dress. You exposed yourself to everyone in the airport.
It's hot.
You're going to jail. You're being arrested.
From the start, her defiance was only leading to one place: jail. Handcuffing her was just the first step. But if anyone thought that would finally silence her, they were dead wrong. She made it clear she was just getting started.
Try to calm down, okay?
Can I have some water? I have a bottle. I just need to fill it up. I just want water.
Hold that door.
Water!
You guys are heading back towards. Go down the lane now.
Whoa, man. Yo, this woman's a nightmare, bro. This woman's a nightmare walking.
Come on.
You'll get water later. Let's go.
That cop ain't playing with her no more. That cop don't give a fuck. Damn.
Walk down the stairs now.
That female cop ready to throw hands, yo. She ready to put the business on this woman. She tired of her ass.
Walk down the stairs.
She lugging his camera.
What do you need to come with
That
you?
female cop would have thrown her down.
You can
Oh
have water
my
once you get
God.
inside.
Okay. What did you say?
You can take one bag with you.
Okay, just one out of the three?
Yes.
Okay, can you unlock me from here? Or you want me to tell you which one?
I need you to tell me which one.
Let me think.
Oh my
So we
God.
I'm trying to remember what I have in the car. I'm sorry. It's so hard to remember when you don't have water.
I'm going to assume it's probably the blue bag.
Yes, Louis. Yes.
Okay. Go to the other side and unbuckle her. So you just need to tell the medical staff if you want to take them out.
Okay, so I've got some questions. They're yes or no's.
Okay.
Are you sick, injured, or suicidal?
No.
Do you have a pacemaker or medical device implant? Chemotherapy or radiation in the last 30 days?
No.
Any chance that you're pregnant at this time?
Negative.
Do you have any drugs or contraband on you that you would need to give your arresting officer?
No. He pulled out. Go ahead.
Oh my
Do you have any
God.
drugs or contraband?
She said he pulled out. Wow.
Drugs or contraband that you need to give your officer?
Contraband.
I'm sorry. It's
Anything illegal.
It is hard to hear.
It's because
All right,
It's because you're crazy.
trying to get some water.
She's got some yes or no's.
Yeah, they still ain't giving this woman water, yo. This woman been asking for water for like 2 hours already.
Show you the water.
Is that too big?
The woman, now identified as Sarah, faced 3 misdemeanor charges: indecent
it?
exposure, disorderly conduct, and resisting arrest. If you
Was she high though? I want to know what she was on. She had to be on something good, man. Cause that shit was crazy. She had to have been on something good, guys. She had to have been on something good. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and record a few other videos because I gotta go on a trip with the wife. Gotta go see the son. Our son, he just had a baby. So like and subscribe, follow me on social media, guys. And I'll see you guys on the next one. If you got anything you want me to react to, go ahead and put it in the comments below and I'll get to it when I get to it.